Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you my reaction to X Men 97, Season 1, Episode 5, titled Remember It. Team members hit Genosha as US honorees, while a press event risks exposing the team's dirty laundry. So, the synopsis of this sounds like it's going to be going over what exactly the rest of the X Men were doing while Jubilee and Roberto were in the Mojo game, because she did say that they left for a meeting about Genosha joining the UN, so that sounds like we're getting this side of that story. But we'll see if I'm correct when we get this started in 3, 2, 1, go. Also, okay, so we're getting Jean and Scott stuff. We're probably gonna get some Rogue, Magneto, and Gambit stuff. They had to use a shot of way back when Genosha. What new scenes are going to be in this opening? Also, something I didn't notice is apparently Storm's no longer in the opening, as in the title cards. Cable and Apocalypse? Does that mean that Cable's gonna come back and talk to his parents? And Nightcrawler. Interesting. Also re-showed the Morlock fight, so interesting. How'd they get that shot? Because that was from the Goblin Queen episode. Hmm. They got them both with statues. Hey, I know that the one with pink see-through skin in the skeleton. So is that Pixie? No. The Magneto was right posters, which is apparently the name of the storyline where his outfit comes from. Hmm. I was expecting Jean and Scott to be there as well. Hello, Kurt. The fact Nightcrawler was a part of this was spoiled for me in the thumbnail. Mm, sure. Because he basically founded this place? Hey, multiple man's here. Ah, so that explains where those two are. Can we change the topic? I just assumed Wolverine was out doing his own thing because he didn't seem the type to be a UN representative. Finally! Hmm. Technically, you see two. He wants it, but not like this. Hmm. I mean, Sebastian? Banshee? Callisto? Emma? Oh, that reminds me. The Scottish scientist in the last episode was actually Dr. Adler, not Moira. It's still weird seeing two Hellfire members on the council. Hmm. It's so weird whenever we get to see Scott's eyes. Mm, well, you're wrong about one of those. The hell was that? Dang it, Emma, get out of the... Mm, mm. Here's the thing. He doesn't know how much of his relationship was with her and how much was with Madeline. And you clean up nicely. Madeline, really. Is it? They have so many flashes to old episodes with their new 3D models, well, CG models, and I'm like, are they really making all these models just for these flashes, or can't touch me. Gambit always was one of my favorites, and was that the Watcher? Big bald head, popped up collar, looked like a cloak. Well, she did say most there, so I'll give her a pass on that. I'm guessing this will be her saying yes. You really need to dance in the sky. I tried to say sky and air. There are so many just pre-established characters in this episode. And others that I probably should know, but I'm blanking. Why didn't you hear Cable's voice? Oh, because he's actually there. I was right about this being a thing they were doing, but I was expecting it to be an end of. Did Benji just die? Said the Morlocks would have a safe place. Now he's gonna go try and protect him. They're not just getting killed, they're being disintegrated. Here's the thing, Cable said he. Unless he's talking about the giant sentinel thing as a he. Because the person behind this in the comics is not a he. They use the visage of Charles Xavier to kill mutants. The X-Men tried to extend a hand to you. That was a very interesting use of. Yeah. Do you think Eric and Kurt ever just had conversations in German? And you've given him a... Not quite. Here's the issue. That bomb's gonna be massive. They both seemingly gave their lives to save Rogue. Even the ending songs in a minor key. Fucking hell. That final act of that episode just got worse and worse. Now, I can only hope that because they showed that Cable is there actively trying to prevent that by the end of this season it gets undone. Because most of the Morlocks, Magneto, Gambit, the state of Emma Frost was unknown. It looked like all the... Well, no, because Gambit went out protecting all the ones on the roof. Look, even he overpowered Sebastian Shaw, whose whole thing is absorbing energy, and he was on the roof, out of it after that explosion. Like, all of them are dead. And just... Banshee and... I couldn't tell. I think there was Moira he was flying with. They got taken out. Just pretty much the entire council was wiped out. The fate of Cooper was left up in the air. Like, so many people. I will say, nowhere near as devastating as the event in the comics. Just one sec. Okay, so this book here is not the book that actually has this event in it. I don't remember exactly which one that is, and I don't really have the time to go looking through all of them. However, I did know that this one has a reference to it in the fact that, is that not the exact same Sentinel design? And there's a passage in it that says, "Welcome to Genosha, mutant paradise, mutant graveyard, genocide. A wild Sentinel killed 16 million mutants here in less than an hour." That is the extent of it in the comics. 16 million mutants were wiped out. Because I remember distinctly a panel of Emma Frost teaching a class on Genosha, with Negasonic Teenage Warhead coming up to her and saying, something bad is about to happen. And then the whole thing just explodes. And when the X-Men arrive, they find the rubble of the school. They move it, and hidden underneath is Emma Frost in her newly acquired diamond form, because that's actually what awakened her secondary mutation, holding the body of Negasonic Teenage Warhead. And that sequence has just stuck with me ever since I read it. And as soon as they were saying that Genosha was going to be recognized as a UN nation, I knew they were setting up this storyline. This was one of the, 4 that was set up in episode 2. There was the Cable storyline, there was the Madeline Pryor storyline, there was the Life-Death storyline, and there was the Fall of Genosha. All 4 of these were set up in episode 2. And just looking at it, 3 of them are basically done by the midpoint of this episode, midpoint of this season. And if you ignore episode 1, by the looks of it, all 4 of them will be done in half a season. Like, if you just count, you take episode 1 out, so it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All 4 of those storylines are going to be wrapped up in 5 episodes, which leaves the final 4 episodes of this to be, who knows? Because the next episode is going to be picking up where the last one ended. And yeah, so I was not expecting that to be the mid-season thing, was the destruction of Genosha. I thought that was going to be what the last 3 episodes were. Because that's for those of you who don't know, somehow, the last 3 episodes are part 1, 2, and 3. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here because I need some time to collect my thoughts. I may be back for later thoughts, might not. So, with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one.